feeding bears for years, to the point it was becoming a danger to the community. And we're learning tonight from an expert those fears were justified.
Yeah, KRDO News Channel 13's Greg Miller live in the Rock Rimmon neighborhood where she lives. And Greg, obviously people concerned about this, the danger to neighbors there.
Yeah, James and Heather, that expert that we talked to tonight says there is somewhat of a threat to this neighborhood, and that's because a lot of times bears remember where they get their food, and they will often return to that location, this location, just half a mile away from two schools. It would be unnerving enough if you saw this in your yard once, but James Hamilton says it's happened for years.
About 3 years ago, I was taking out the trash. It was, I believe it was in June. And I had a big armful of a bag of trash, and as I was walking to take that out to the curb, I was aware of a presence a few feet away from me, and I looked up, and to my right, about 15 feet away, was this very large, most likely male bear.
Bears are common in his Rock Rimmon neighborhood. He's caught many on his camera.
I've caught 4 different ones on the camera.
But it's even more common after the alleged actions of one of his neighbors, Joanne Medina, who allegedly left food for bears on her front porch for years despite citations. It was these surveillance photos by Parks and Wildlife which got her arrested. We tried to ask for her side of the story, but she never answered her door.
Yeah, they get spoiled.
It's not just neighbors who think feeding bears is a bad idea. Ray Soucie calls himself the bear guy. He's worked with Parks and Wildlife to scare off bears and owns a company dedicated to it now.
The bear's on a mission to get the food that it's used to. So basically, yeah, that could be dangerous. A lot of people are not aware of that.
His advice, if you see one, make noise and back off slowly. It's advice at least one neighborhood is paying closer attention to now. Parks and Wildlife says that they tried to stop this several times. Their biggest fear was that it was not an issue of when somebody would get hurt because of what was going on here allegedly, but when somebody got hurt. Reporting live in Colorado Springs tonight, Greg Miller, KRDO News Channel 13.
Thanks so much, Greg. Black Forest.